we're getting our coffee in.
Did you tell everybody we went to bingo last night?
Yeah, you want to tell them? I told them we were going to an event last night, but
we went to
didn't tell them
the
what
Fun
it was.
Fest, and guess who won $50? Dr. Dray.
I won $50.
At bingo.
I've never won bingo. I've never played bingo before, except when I was a child, and you were playing for like candy, and I won.
You sure did.
Yeah, you had to get the first couple of rounds. You had to get them in what was 5 in a row, and then after that, one of the rounds was you had to get a picture frame, the entire perimeter of the border. That one was long, and then the one that I won was the shape of a cross. I won. I had to get it the shape of a cross, and I got it. Yeah. My cookies went over apparently very well. We have no idea if how much they sold for, but we went over to the bake sale table, and they were
Completely gone. They completely sold them out.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if she bagged them up.
But it was to the it was for a good cause. It was raising money for
Harvey relief, so we had fun.
Yeah, good time.
But it's kind of it's raining out today. My mom's gonna show you what she got on the breakfast buffet.
I layered it. Of course, I had to get plátanos, wheat berries, oatmeal, and then some fruit on the bottom.
Ooh, that's good.
And I think I tossed in a few roasted potatoes.
Oh, that's cool.
Would you like me to hold them?
I got kale and they have spaghetti squash. I keep meaning to buy a spaghetti squash because I really love it. And then I put some one plátano and some blueberries, and I dusted turmeric on it. So that's our little breakfast snack. And I'm gonna jot here in my planner a little bit. So yeah, enjoying that.
I'm totally loving that shampoo from the Japanese beauty box. It's really a good one. I'm enjoying the Japanese shampoos, and they're perfect. They're the best shampoos. They don't leave any like residual or anything. So yeah.
Batch of my of those vegan almond flour cookies because I had just the remaining ingredients, so I might as well just use them up. And we didn't actually get to try any yesterday because they sold
out like hotcakes.
But they look like Toll House cookie dough to me. That stuff you get in the refrigerated too. It's pretty easy to come together. I made those white bean oatmeal pumpkin cookies last week. How'd you like them?
They're very good. They're really substantial. I think that's a good autumnal recipe.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ate it for breakfast?
I did.
Did you think they were too dry?
No.
No, you liked them? We buzzed into Trader Joe's. You want to show them the cinnamon thing we got? Because everybody on YouTube has been talking about these little cinnamon brooms. So we got, what did we get?
They're very cute. Yeah, I wanted to show. It says, one moment, cinnamon whisk.
They smell good.
A calculated cinnamon whisk. What the? Decorative, aromatic, and handy by nature. I like the little illustration on there. That's cute.
All right, nothing like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies right out of the oven. Just gonna let them cool here. They came out perfectly. That recipe is a keeper. I think it was originally, the blog post was about putting them out for Santa Claus, but wouldn't last long enough for Santa, I think. And I finally finished the honeyed pear candle from Bath & Body Works. I got one of the limited edition Candlelight Company. This is the Spice Pumpkin Latte. We've had it burning for approximately, I don't know, what would you say, 40 minutes? Yeah. It's not a strongly scented one, as candlelight can occasionally be the case. I really enjoy the flat top jar lids for repurposing, honestly. And I wanted to see how this limited edition one would smell. So maybe it'll get stronger with time, but so far I'm not impressed. But I'm not mad at having the jar, and I think it was like $4.47, so that's okay with me. Yeah. People always ask where you get your planner from. It's the Happy Planner, right, from Michaels?
Yes, the Happy Planner.
Project 365.
So we came back over here to Jason's Deli because we like the salad bar so much, and it's, you know, pretty close, and it's really nasty out, and we didn't feel like going anywhere. You were going to get the soup this time, but
You decided not to?
Yeah, I was just afraid it might be too salty.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they are.
Yeah.
But I was interested to try the vegetable soup.
Yeah, they have.
And then there's a vegetarian tomato basil or tomato bisque.
That sounded good, but I think sometimes, does bisque mean there's a cream base to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah. Check out your salad here. You got
How's she looking?
roasted red peppers.
I love these things.
Yeah, they're good. These little seed crackers are good. I got some too. These, they've got pumpkin
Jason's
seeds
flatbread.
and like whole grain or something. They look really good.
Yeah, I've
You
got
got a
some
little
beets down in
corn
there.
muffin there too.
Yeah, I snuck that in.
And I got,
This looks good, honey.
yeah, they've got this nice, it looks like edamame garbanzo red bean salad, and cucumbers, roasted red pepper, zucchini, some of the corn and black bean salsa, artichokes, a little bit of hummus,
I always forget the hummus.
beets, and some mushrooms, and some of these little spicy nuts, because you can never underdo the spice.
You did a good job
Yeah.
stacking that.
I also put a little fresh cracked pepper on here, bougie. And guys, they knew we were coming. They put out the limes for lime water.
drinking lemon water every morning is so, like, I don't know, last season. It's all about the lime water.
Okay, well, we're back. And my mom's gonna try one of my cookies here. And I'm allowing her to drink out of Totoro. We need to get you one of these. We need to get you one, yeah. I made some of that lemon pound cake tea that we had last week.
Yeah.
I let him bake a little bit longer this time. I let him bake for 13 minutes instead of the recommended time. And I think that was just right, because yesterday they looked just a tad bit underdone, but they baked up. You taking the biggie one?
Of course. Yeah, see, the bottom is nice.
Yeah.
Unlike cross that you can show the back of the work on this. They have a Toll House kind of flair to them.
Yeah, it's the cinnamon, I swear.
I think you did something similar to this when you made that cookie drop-in for me over the Christmas.
Oh, yes.
There was one thing that was similar to this.
I think it was the...
This is good, honey.
Yeah, I love the idea of a cookie swap at the holiday time. It's to me, that's like one of the most fun holiday things. If we weren't so introverted, we could do that. But I mean, otherwise, it'd just be me making a batch of cookies and you buying a batch of cookies and us exchanging them.
Well, I'm dabbling in baking a little bit.
Yeah. You make really good gingerbread cookies, and that's about all the extent of your baking that I recall from childhood.
That recipe, though, calls for Crisco, which I know is vegan, but it just seems so unhealthy. Is it?
Well, you're eating a cookie at Christmas. It's not supposed to be antioxidant packed.
Okay.
I mean, it's all about balance, right? With a flax egg and see if it comes out.
Does this have flax egg?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have an experimental run.
Yeah. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like a regular cookie, or you think it tastes like a almond flour cookie?
I don't know. I'd have to have a second one to really form a good opinion.
I guess they're terrible. You better eat all of them so that
They're
nobody...
so bad. Oh, these are good.
My mom is guilty of eating cookies for breakfast sometimes. But you know, sometimes that's better than most breakfast foods that you buy like in the store. You're better off eating cookies. Like a lot of the yogurts and breakfast cereals. I mean, if you ate a cookie, you wouldn't be You'd be ahead of the breakfast curve.
And you might just be a little bit happier.
Yeah.
Now, what can I apply that to donuts as well?
I don't know. I'm not really a donut fan, but you like them. Cake or glazed? I feel as though you like the cake ones.
My favorite is just a traditional cake donut. No.
Yeah, I don't care for the traditional, well, not traditional, the Krispy Kreme style glazed donuts. I had one of those for the first time when I was probably 8 or 9 at a sleepaway camp, and I didn't realize what I was getting into, and I was like, this tastes pretty good, and I think I ate 3 of them and went into some sort of transient diabetic coma. I mean, it was not a pleasant experience for me, and that sort of swayed me from them. But I do like the cake ones that come out at this time of year. You're supposed to have them with cider or whatever.
Close to the lake and almost rolled in?
I didn't have much fun at summer camp.
It's
Well,
chewy.
they wanted you to play outside all day, and I just wanted to go indoors and read and play with my doll or something. And I don't know, they wanted me to be out in the sun all day, and I was like, this seems like a bad idea. Aren't we going to get sun poisoning?
Dr. Dray.
Feeding you donuts and making you roll around and get skin cancer? That wasn't my
Dr. Dray,
idea.
it was called camp, you know.
Well, hey guys, I just got out of the shower. I had a great day with my mom. I hope you all enjoyed Vlogtober day 29. OMG, it's coming to an end. How sad. Pumpkins will be no longer a thing, and we'll be moving on to turkey and then lights and, glitter. The fun will just continue. I'm adjusting my hair mess here. I just got out of the shower after the gimnasio, and I wanted to speak a little bit about bathing since we're approaching the winter months, and I'm getting questions about pHs of cleansers, and I've spoken about this in prior Q&As, specifically one that was more of a potpourri style Q&A. It didn't have a specific title like XYZ Q&A. It was just a medley of different questions I was getting at the time. But essentially, I get a lot of questions about, is there a good pH for a soap that we should be bathing with? And, what happens with soap is, classic bar soap or, soaps like in detergents in your laundry, for example, they have a pH of something like, 8 to 9 on average, which is quite alkaline, okay? If you put that on the skin, if you bathe in laundry detergent, for example, it really disrupts the skin barrier pretty significantly. Namely, it just disrupts the lipid architecture of the top layer of the skin. Your skin starts losing a ton of water, becoming very, very dry, and predisposing you not only to dry skin, but also it just impairs skin function, makes you more susceptible to skin infections and things of that nature, particularly on, we'll say, the lower extremities, anywhere kind of from the knees down, and the upper arms, the back, the sides, and depending on your skin constitution, for example, if you're somebody who just has dry skin, say you have eczema, it could really just be your entire body, such as myself. I have eczema, and really just my neck down tends to go towards the too dry end of things, particularly if I use too much soap, for example. However, most soaps that are, cleansers, they're actually something called Syndents or synthetic detergents, or com bars, kind of combination bars, and they have a variety of moisturizers and things added to them, and their pH generally runs in the ballpark of somewhere from like 5.5 to 7. So they're they're a little bit more acidic and a lot more, they're more gentle on the skin barrier, okay? So, do you need to go pHing your cleansers? I can't say that it's going to make a huge difference from pH 5.5 to 7. I'm sure on some internet site it'll tell you that, yes, that makes a huge difference, but, I suppose, yeah, I suppose if you really want to be a purist about it, going towards the 5.5 spectrum of things is, prudent, okay? But then you have to ask yourself, what is the goal here, okay? Why are you using soap in the first place, all right? As I've mentioned, Personally, I don't use soap on my body. Really, I don't, because there's really no point, okay? You're not decontaminating yourself every night when you shower. I mean, that's kind of the thought process, but really soap just doesn't do that, okay? Because there are bacteria that naturally live on the skin, and you know, after you get done bathing and everything kind of is done, that, you know, whatever you've sloughed off, the bacteria that are supposed to be there, they just proliferate, and they're there again. And there's really no need to remove them. They're actually helpful, okay? So all you're doing in using soap on the body is just agitating the skin barrier further, okay? And, you know, when you bathe, the truth of the matter is that, you know, skin cells and things that have accumulated on your skin, pollutants, allergens, what have you, from throughout the day, they're pretty easily sloughed off just from the water coming over your skin and just gentle, you know, like rubbing with your hands, not some harsh like loofah or anything like that. So you kind of do that, and the goal should actually be to do that fairly expeditiously, because the longer you're in the shower or tub, or the longer you're immersed in hot water, you know, it starts to kind of break down the skin barrier, lending itself to losing more water, okay? Transepidermal water loss, and that just fuels dry skin and problematic skin on the body, okay? And so you're probably like, well, you know, you don't use any soap on the entire body. As I've mentioned before, you know, while I have dry skin, I also, you know, exercise, and I have a tendency towards getting acne-like breakouts on my back, you know, kind of the thigh area, if I hang out in my gym clothes too long. And so to cut down on that, in the shower, I just lather those up with a benzoyl peroxide containing creamy wash, okay? And I let that sit on those areas of skin for a few minutes and then rinse it off. The goal there is utilizing the benzoyl peroxide to target kind of the hair-bearing areas there that have a tendency towards these acne-like breakouts resulting from, you know, gym clothes, if you will, okay? Not everybody needs to do that, all right? If that's not you, you know, you don't have back knee kind of things, then why are you even using soap on the body to begin with, all right? So I kind of throw the question back at the individual. I get this comment all the time. You know, should I be pHing my soaps, and like, what's a good soap? If it's from the neck down, you know, really ask yourself, like, why are you doing it in the first place? If it's to remove dirt, oil, and makeup, then most of your facial cleansers are going to be in the ballpark of pH 5.5 to 7, and that's generally well tolerated. But you know, if you don't subsequently come in with a moisturizer, then you know, you're really not helping things out. You got to have that additional step to counteract that disruption of the skin barrier. I mean, there's no perfect soap out there that's not going to disrupt the skin barrier. So yeah, I just wanted to go over that with you guys, because we're getting into that season where winter is coming and dry skin gets far, far worse, okay? So be prepared, have a plan in place. It's almost like a fire escape, if you will. Like where you're gonna meet your family when the fire alarm goes off. Did you guys have to do that in school? I did, so. But anyways, I'm gonna conclude the vlog here. I hope you all enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.